Absolutely. And I also want to talk about LinkedIn, not just in the context of content, because we have discussed this and we made it clear that there is still, a lot of opportunities in doing content on LinkedIn. And also, I see LinkedIn as the platform where it's easier to convert, digital activities, content, and whatever it is that you're doing there to something significant in business. Whether it's a meeting, networking, actually doing business with someone that you met through LinkedIn. Those are all things that happen to me on a few different levels. One is content. The other level is the DMs on LinkedIn. And I've played around a lot with DMs on LinkedIn. And you know how many spam messages you get? So that wasn't me. I wanted to make sure that I'm not that guy. But I did a few campaigns of outreach that were super targeted with a personalized message to each and every individual I reached out to. And also the conversion, the ROI on this was relatively high, just because it was targeted in the context itself. So DMs on LinkedIn, you probably have a bad experience with this, because I get, I don't know, maybe between 10 to 20 DMs per day sometimes. 90% of them are spam. 90% of them are copy paste of a pitch. I don't even look at it because I know it's a part of, a mass messaging thing that just never stops. But every now and then I do get, a real message. And whenever it is real, this is where I answer and I interact. If I feel that someone just copy pasted and sent me a message, I don't care about that. But if it's a real message for someone, and there are a lot of real messages out there on LinkedIn that I received and maybe I also sent sometimes, there are a lot of opportunities in really creating true connections through that. But the barrier to, break through the spam is having a real targeted message and a meaningful, and have to be in the context with the person you are going to message.
So let's look at it as it's a new platform. So people's behavior is different. Email used to be, prime place to reach out to people. Now you don't even open it. You just delete, or don't open it. Text message is a different thing. Now DM on LinkedIn, for sure the person going to glance at it. So that's number one. It's going to go away in a year or two. People are not going to even glance at it. So now at least, when you do an email, when you do a DM outreach, I personally do it. I just open the message or glance at the first few lines and then decide what to do with it. So there is an art to that, holding that attention that we talked on the other episodes. I've got so many DMs that it's just one way thing. I do this. If you want services it's just such a bizarre message that what did you even think to yourself copy pasting that? Then once in a while, I get messages that are crafted. They're like, I looked at your website. There are certain areas that you can improve. We do this stuff if you really need it. And I'm like, I've been actually looking at that and I know the problem, but I haven't had the time. So I've had some really good outreach, really personalized. And I'm not a big fan of just mass quantity with low quality. Like, do a bit of research.
Thing you should do if you're planning to do it, and I think you should try it for your business. Anyone should try it for their business or their purposes. Even job hunting, you can try it in your context, but make sure to straight up talk about the problem of the person you're sending it to, and not talk about yourself. Don't say, hey, I have an agency, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd love to have you as a customer. No one cares about what you do. They care about themselves. So if you can, speak to their problems, you're already 90% of the way there. Don't talk about yourself. I can open LinkedIn right now and read to you a couple of DMs I got probably today that are straight up spam.
Yeah, read some bad examples.
Let's see one. Okay.
Nick, can you look up when LinkedIn was launched? I'm curious. I think it was 2005.
So there's the one that are just would be great to connect, and I just add them, and then they start spamming you.
They go for the first step, and then
I'm an advisor, scaling system. We help entrepreneurs grow their business, and I want to help you too.
That's the I version.
Yeah, that's the I version, and it's not the worst.
Yeah.
But and then the call to action, would you be able to set up a chat or something? So it's not the worst one, but it's definitely more about them and what they do and less about me. Because if you really wanted to help me and you are a good advisor, you can go to my website, you can understand the industry. I mean, you can look at my content and then send me a message that could help me in my context. How much more powerful would that be?
Yeah. And it only takes 2 minutes? Click, website, profile. I have an idea what this guy does. Let's personalize it. Nick, what did you find?
LinkedIn was launched May 5th, 2003.
2003. It's been a long time this platform been around.
Let me look for other spam messages I have here. I have a lot. I don't know what's spam and what's not. Let's see.
But another thing I want to talk to you about. So DMs, it works. People look at it. You have a chance.
Here's one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go for it.
The spam one. I am blah, blah, blah. I'm a video designer and I'm expanding my professional base to new creative possibilities. My specialty is 3D video, 3D graphics, 3D animation. If necessary, I do storyboard.
Okay, so the first...
My rates are fair value. I don't care,
the biggest mistake out there, the common one, is the I. Remove the I. The I thing is the worst thing you can start with. It's not about you. It's about the person you're reaching out to. Second, once you got that out of the way, now it has to make sense. It shouldn't be a general blanket of, everybody wants video or everybody wants social media.
By the way, the instinct of, people who are doing it for the first time, just because this is most of the messages out there, is to go and write something like this. I do this, and this. I want to help you. No. The I is hurting you, actually. Talking about yourself too much is hurting you in that context.
Now, I want to talk about so we established that people are going to glance at it. You, for an example, you've looked at every single one of them. You haven't deleted any of them without looking. So I'm
not responding to those.
But you're not responding. So there is attention there. So you don't have to work as hard as email, where people don't even open it. Here, at least you get some attention. The thing is, you only have one shot. You're not gonna get the second one. So it's not a B2C situation where you have a lot of customers. You have very limited. If you are, let's say, marketing agency in Vancouver, there's limited amount of founders that you can reach out to. So don't waste it with a generic message, because that second one absolutely won't be responded. If the first one wasn't good, second one won't get response.
Yeah. And by the way, I do answer to all of the messages that are real, that I believe that people are not copy pasted and sent me. The one like this, where I know that this guy was sending it to as many people as possible, just throw it out there, play the numbers game straight up.
I'm the same, because
it's just a waste of time.
I'm the same, because if I respond to that, I know it's going to be more sales, and then you get into this rabbit hole of they think you are a lead, and then good luck to get them off of you.
Yeah. So even if it's real and it's not a good match, I say no, thank you for reaching out. It's not going to work because I don't need it at the moment, but whatever. If it's straight out a pitch, no, don't waste your time with answering it.
Quick question. I'm curious to see what you do there. Because it's a media platform, all of a sudden it's important that your content gets pushed and you have lots of people following and watching it. What do you do when people ask for connection? Do you connect with all of them? Do you go selective? What do you do there?
So I connect with almost all of them. Probably all of them, unless I know it's going to be someone who is, even from their LinkedIn title, you can tell they are just out to get you with their generic copy-paste pitch. So with those, I don't connect, but with most, I do connect. I don't know if it's a good strategy now, to tell you the truth. So I think that maybe that's part of the reason that the content is diluted because of the quality of the connection is not good. In the early earlier stages of LinkedIn, it was good idea to connect with as many people as you can because the organic reach was greater. Today, I'm not so sure. For me, I think the damage is already done, so I still connect with as many people that I can.
But I don't think that's the problem. The reach didn't decline because you're connecting to so many people. The reach declined because the platform has so much content to push through. So I don't think if you had lesser connection, your content would have reached more people.
No, the other way around. I think if you have more connections who do not engage with your content, and if most of the connections that you get offered are people who are just trying to
so you're
pitch
thinking
themselves,
as a percentage of
the
percentage. Got it. Now, I never had LinkedIn prior to becoming a media platform, so I would imagine that those days it made sense that you only connected with few people. When I did my 100 events thing, I connected with everyone who I met, not the ones who I didn't meet. And then I started having this list of people that were, if they were outside of Canada, I still am hesitant to add somebody from India, somebody from all over the place. So I'm not connecting with everyone, but the ones who are in Canada, I do connect because as soon as you get to 40,000, you get a plus sign on your post, and then it pushes you way up high in the content food chain. So you want to get 30,000, I think 30,000 is the number. I want to get to that number as quickly as possible because it becomes it's an equivalent of on Instagram, you get the check mark or something like that. So you get a lot of lift on your content.
Yeah, but do it organically. Don't, add as many irrelevant
I'm not adding. I'm just accepting. I tried adding people that I didn't know, but that wasn't a good idea.
No.
I do occasionally connect with, like, add people who viewed me and didn't add me. So I see those lists. They viewed me, they didn't add me, so I click connect. Chances are they're going to connect with me. But I get a lot of connection coming my way. I think my list is about 130 right now, and I go through them. If they're in Canada, I accept.